Welcome, brothers and sisters. So, YouTube is hard, man. It's a lot of censorship as to what you can and can't say on these platforms. Got to be very careful. See, me, you know how I do it. I like to just say whatever. But that type of stuff gets you in trouble, man. That type of stuff gets you put on the no-fly list. You know, that gets you put in the YouTube jail. I've been in YouTube jail for a minute, doing hard time for making these videos, man. And it's just unfortunate, but certain things got to be called out, and us as black men, we got to come up with more creative strategies to we it's like black people could be rich. See, I don't have time to be going down all these roads, man. But Negroes can be rich, wealthy, if they utilized all of this money that's sitting right in front of them, man. It's there's a lot of money to be made, but I mean, if that's your goal, if that's your purpose. But see, it's just very hard, man. Certain things on this platform and in the real world have to be called out, man. It has to be called out. It has to be exposed so that everybody can see it for what it is. I know that a lot of people benefit from when things are hidden. It's like the hidden hand that operates. It's like the women who understand that by men exposing certain information about them, they will have to reinvent themselves and create new strategies, new ways of manipulating Negroes out of their money. Most men think that you ever see these women come into this space and they talk all soft and sweet and kind and dainty. They're really soft spoken, but the moment that you check them, the little black demon comes out. The moment you test that spirit, the little demon comes out. It's like, damn, I thought you was, see, women think that being feminine means just, talking softly, speaking in a quiet, nice voice, and saying yes, sir. The most wicked women on this planet are the ones who, purport themselves to be submissive, man. Those are the most wicked ones. Trust me. The ones who dress in 3/4 of cloth, the ones who keep their heads covered, a lot of them are the most wicked of them all. So we as men cannot be fooled. We can't be fooled, man. I know that black men want to I know how the black male ego works. I know what he wants so bad. It's what we all want. It's what we all desire. Feminine women. But there are certain things in this space that must be called out and put on blast, and should be brought to the forefront. Stop trying to shoot the messenger. Don't try to shoot the messenger, because you do not want to deal with these facts. You hate this truth. So you want to destroy the message because you benefit from the things that the men are exposing. You know, this channel has always been about you being the judge, and I'm simply either the prosecuting or the defending attorney, man. I am presenting my case. I'm presenting my argument. And you men get to be the judge in the comment section. You get to tell the world, you get to pass your judgment in the comment section as to you as a black man. You are helping to share your voice. But ultimately, you know, all of that stuff doesn't really get us anywhere. You know, it must be exposed, but it doesn't necessarily get us anywhere. It gives us a lot of knowledge. You know, it makes us. I don't want the content to make us so careful that we don't live our lives. We just kind of become like hermits out here, because the world is a dangerous place. But I just don't get a lot of these dudes. I don't get a lot of these famous people, these athletes. I mean, we see this shit happening over and over and over again. And then you see these dudes, they have all the money in the world. They have all the success in the world. They have all the wealth that men think they want. But it doesn't stop them from getting caught up in these Tatiana Instagram hoe debacles, man. Men are getting themselves handed to them because, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you have game or not. Money money is the root. The love of money is the root of all evil. So it doesn't matter if you have the money and you don't care about the money. If you come across a female and she loves the money more than she loves you, you can bet your bottom dollar that she's gonna find a way to extract them resources out of you. You see athlete after athlete, famous person after famous person, you seeing them all, they all do the same thing. They all end up in the same situation. All of them. And it's like these thots, they offer nothing but their ass. This is a prostitution ring. This is an open air prostitution ring that we live in, where women go outside dressed like whores. See, if you got the right resources, they don't care. They'll deal with you. I mean, most of them, they'll deal with you. But it's you got to ask yourself, is it about me or is it about these resources, man? Does she love me or does she love these resources? And many men end up finding out the hard way when they're paying $120,000 a month in child support or alimony, and all the bitch brought to the table. Excuse my language. YouTube, that was a teachable moment, as Kwame Brown might say. All of these failures bring to the table is their behind. So if a woman uses her behind to extort wealth and resources out of men, I'm giving you all the keys. right now, right here in this video. What you do with it is up to you. If a woman uses her assets to extract resources from a man, and the only thing she's actually given him is sex, she did not earn this money. She did not work hard for this money. Popping out babies is not working hard for money, because women pop out babies for the sake of popping out babies. So that's not something, if you don't get paid to have children, that's not something you need to be paid for. We are living in an open air prostitution ring, sanctioned by the government. You know? Except you as the man keep messing with these hoes, and and then you wonder why you end up like Tyrese on the internet crying and shit. You know? Paying $11,000 a month in child support and being destroyed in the process. Not only, it's not as if these dudes are paying $11,000 and the bitch leaves you the fuck alone. Excuse my language, it's a teachable moment, YouTube. It's not as if she leaves you alone after that. It's that she stays in your life, constantly causing conflict. Kwame Brown has almost been killed twice because of his, I don't know how many times this has actually happened. I'm just saying, on YouTube, since he's been making YouTube videos, his child's mother almost got him killed, put him in a situation where the police could have killed him on 2 separate occasions. Did I say 1? I said 2 separate occasions. You know? And it's just unfortunate, man. It is just unfortunate that we are living in an open air prostitution ring where, see, I don't understand these dudes. They all gotta, I mean, when do men gotta act like girls? Why do men have to do everything that girls do? Because women are on Instagram, all these dudes gotta go to Instagram. Because women are on OnlyFans, all these dudes feel that it's necessary for them to also be on OnlyFans. And they wonder why they get caught up in these situations, man. What you thought? Do you honestly believe that you're gonna get a woman that's wife material off of OnlyFans? Do you genuinely believe that to be the case? If you meet a woman on OnlyFans, the last thing you should be trying to do is have a relationship with her. You know, I don't care. You know, if a woman, it's like, y'all remember when Facebook first came out, and not first, when it first got popular, and people was like, you ain't got no Facebook. I mean, they were treating you like they were ostracizing you for not having a Facebook account. Like, what you mean you ain't got no Facebook? I don't have no damn Facebook. I ain't getting on no damn face. Especially since I know what they do with all that info that they got on y'all. No, I'm not getting on no Facebook. But, see, I'm not dumb. But you will literally be ostracized for not being on Facebook. And now on Instagram, it's the exact same way. How do you expect to get, I mean, this is literally a prostitution ring. Women put their pictures of their bodies on Instagram in hopes of entrapping and ensnaring some dude into getting with them with the intent of one day extracting resources. Just because you don't pay a woman the first time she has sex with you doesn't mean that this isn't a transaction. The first time, it's sort of like y'all dudes are like crackheads. When the drug dealer starts dealing drugs, the first thing he does is goes out and gives away a couple of free samples. He goes out there and gives out some free samples because he knows that once they get that first high, they're going to be chasing that high for the rest of their damn life until they get off the drug. So that's the same thing that these women do. They give you a free sample or two. They don't even give you a free sample. You end up paying all this money let me fly you out. There's a term called flying you out in this society. What is the purpose of a man getting on Instagram only to fly a woman out? What is the purpose of that? Is that not a transaction? I'm flying you to Cabo. I'm flying you to Belize. I'm flying you to Colombia. These dudes are flying these women out. For what purpose? So they can look at them? So they can spend time with them? So they can get to know them? You saw how fine that woman was. You saw that body. You saw that big old juicy booty. And you was willing to fly them out. You was willing to spend thousands of dollars. So she already knows that your dumb ass is willing to spend thousands of dollars to fly her out for a week. Put her up in a hotel room. Let her go see her friends and her family. Drive her all over the place. Spend time with her. Take her out to the finest restaurants. Court her. Wine her. I can't call this courting. Wine her. Dine her. And you dudes seem to think that this is not a prostitution ring. This is not an open air prostitution ring. And you were involved in it. A lot of y'all know. And y'all deserve what you get. You deserve it because you are involved in this open air prostitution ring known as modern day relationships. If you ain't got shit to offer her, she ain't got no time for you. She ain't got no words for you. She will treat you like garbage. That's if you just a regular dude. But I'm talking about the average man. But she just has nothing for you, man. But guess what? A lot of you dudes don't understand that on these Instagram profiles, you see all these fancy clothes they got. You do know that those clothes came from somewhere, right? These women ain't got no money. They ain't got no job. So where did they get this money for all of these fancy clothes? Where did they get this money for these fancy cars? Men are not asking themselves the right questions in this regard. Where are they getting all of this money to have these fancy ass hairdos and these $1,800, $2,000, $5,000 weaves, inserted into their heads? Where are they getting all of this money? You are not the first dude that flowed her out. You are not and I want you to understand something else. Behind the scenes, behind all of them cameras, there's some dude behind all of them cameras. It's some dude behind. See, they got something called sliding in the DMs. They got something called sliding in the is all of this prostitution ring talk all about? Sliding in the DMs. Bitches are exposing men for sliding in their DMs, but they have a DM. Nothing wrong with getting on the internet, showing half your damn body, and then want to expose dudes for hollering at you. Ooh, this dude hollered at me. He said he want to fly me out. Look, I got the receipts. Receipts! Receipts! Another term that implies a transaction. Receipt. This is insane. This is insane. We live in a open air prostitution ring sponsored by the government. Because if a judge had any common sense whatsoever, he would see this thing for what it actually is. He would see that these women are getting on these he would see that these women are getting on these social media platforms. They're selling themselves. I told you, just because you didn't pay them on the first date does not mean it wasn't a transaction. There were many transactions that took place, and that's her testing out the waters, testing out what she's gonna get out of you. And trust me, there's a lot of pimps behind these cameras. There's a lot of pimps. When you send her a DM, there's a pimp who's answering those DMs. It ain't no woman. It's not her. There's some dude behind the scenes. You know, a pimp dude talking to you, telling you, yeah, you gotta fly me out, and I hope you ain't one of these cheap dudes, Nah, baby, I got it like that. I'm paid, I'm a G, all this other goofy shit that black men love to call themselves. My paper's straight. Trying to prove to some failure that you can, you all you doing is proving to her how much money that you willing to spend. And then when she, you dudes be taking them shopping, you be buying them clothes. You be buying them Birkin bags. She takes them Birkin bags. She takes them clothes back to that dude, tags on it and all. She takes it back to that pimp dude, and that pimp dude slides it over to somebody else to take it back to the store. Return fast. And he gets that money or that in-store credit. And then he if he gets that in-store credit for $10, $11, $12, $13,000, see, these stores give you, they either give you, if you don't have the receipt, they will give you an in-store credit. And then what these dudes do is they'll stand outside the store, or there are actual websites where you can sell gift cards on them. Like, you can sell these in-store credit cards, gift cards, and all of that other stuff. You can sell them on these websites. So if you got a in-store credit for $17,000, you could turn around and sell it for $15,000 on one of these sites. And that's where a lot of your dumbass money is going, because you ain't never gonna see them clothes again. What did you expect? You thought you was gonna find some wife material on Instagram. If your woman is on Instagram, that's a red flag. If your woman is on Instagram and she got pictures of herself showing her body in any way, or or in any way attempting to entice the person who is looking at those pictures, that is a serious problem. And that should be a serious red flag for any man. But it's unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate that that's what the black man loves. That's what the black man expects. All of these athletes, all of these entertainers, all of these famous rich people. I mean, regular dumbass dudes as well. I mean, y'all dudes fit in there too. Don't think because you got, these thug ass Negroes, these drug dealers, all of them, they all fit in the same damn boat. They all play in the prostitution game because they have enabled this kind of behavior. Men have enabled this kind of behavior in women. If a woman thought for 1 second that if she goes outside dressed half naked, she would be utterly and completely ostracized, and she wouldn't do it. And the biggest excuse that black males use to do these kinds of things is, oh nigga, you pocket watching. Stop pocket watching. This is the excuse Negroes do when you call them out on their utter and complete bull stuff. That's what they tell you. They accuse you of pocket watching because ultimately that's what they want to do. They want to be out here doing this stuff. They want to be out here doing this wickedness, and they don't want to be held accountable. So if you try to hold them accountable and call them a simp or something like that, they say that you are pocket watching. Why you pocket watching? Stop pocket watching. Hey, it's your money. It's your dime. But don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time, man. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. If you gotta be very careful out here, man. There are dudes out here with, they believe that if they get a certain amount of money, that it's gonna make them more popular with the women's. It's gonna mean that only thing y'all dudes are using your money for is to pay for women. And especially, I don't even get how these famous dudes and these athletes get caught up in this mess. You mean to tell me that you're a fucking athlete? See, there are people behind the scenes watching you motherfuckers, and they setting you up. They're pimps. Like, that nigga Lamar Odom. Oh, that nigga just got an Instagram account. Oh, come here, baby. You know what I mean? We're gonna make sure he sees your pitch. You know that you can pay Instagram to show up in different people's profiles, just like on YouTube. On YouTube, you can pay to have your videos play after other people's videos. You can put your those advertisements. You can put your advertisements in anybody's video, virtually. Not anybody's, but the vast majority of people with channels, monetized channels, you can put your advertisement on any of their channels. If I wanted to put my videos on Kevin Samuel's channel, I could do that. All I gotta do is pay, and it don't cost that much money. You can pay $5 a day. $5 a day, to have your videos placed on any channel. The same thing happens on Instagram, where these pimps and these are not really pimps. These dudes can't even be called pimps. These dudes are business people. These are businessmen. You can't even call them pimps because they don't dress like a traditional pimp or nothing. They're just regular people. They're just regular dudes that you might be seeing. But they always got a cadre of fine females. And what they do is they'll sit there and they'll see that your dumbass just started an Instagram account. They'll run some ads right on your page so you'll see them with them hoes sitting right there. And then they'll just wait for you to click on one of them. Or slide in the DMs. Because you a dumbass fool. And you don't see what's really going on behind the scenes. You don't understand that you are being played. You are being pimped. You are being tricked. You're being tricked, man. And but all you dudes think that you gonna get a bunch of money, and it doesn't make you more successful with women. I'm gonna break all of that down in another video to show y'all certain things, so you won't be needing none of these dating coach dudes no more. See, me, it's not about how many women I could have, it's about how many women I could get rid of. It's not about how many women I could have, it's how many you can get rid of, man. You need to be trying to, the moment you meet her, you need to be trying to get rid of her immediately. You know? Like, damn, you know, you dudes be trying to keep them. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get rid of you because the only way that I know that you truly want to be here is if you trying to be here. You know, the first time I tell you to get lost, there you go. Here you go. I never hear from you again. You didn't really want to be here. See, a woman who really wanted to be there, she gonna be there. Trust me. Ain't nothing you could do to get rid of that damn woman. If she really wants to be with you, you ain't gonna be able to get rid of her ass. And I don't mean being mean to her, being rude to her, and things of this nature. I mean that you need to be trying to get rid of her ass. And I'm gonna have to put some videos out to show dudes what all of this shit is really about, so they'll understand for real. You know, getting a woman, it's not about her, it's about you. Everything is about you, man. See, me, you know, I know that I could get the woman, but it's like, what am I gonna do with this woman, man? You know, like, what's the purpose? What is her purpose? A woman gotta have a purpose to be in my life. She can't just be there just to look pretty and shit. You know what I mean? She can't be there to look pretty. She gotta be a part of she gotta be a part of a business. You know, she's a part of a business. You know, and I don't mean pimping. I mean, she gotta be a part of a business. I wanna be able to go buy her a franchise and put her ass to work. You know, that's about it, man. If you ain't with that, if you not trying to be a part of this, if you trying to help build somebody else's kingdom and somebody else's business, but you don't want to build the business of your own family, you want to build the business of this society, but you don't want to build the business of us as a family, you got to fucking go, man. I got to get rid of your ass. See, because you don't want to build nothing. You want to go to work in the corporate office, but when I present something to you that gives you the opportunity to build our legacy together, then you wanna go to work for somebody else and build his empire, his business, his structure. No. This is about family. This is about community. This is about foundation. This is about legacy. If you got your own agenda, I'ma send your ass on your way. You dudes, if y'all got an Instagram account, I'm wondering why. What, you like looking at pictures all day? What you like looking at pictures? I mean, what kind of pictures are you looking at on Instagram? I have 2 Instagram accounts and I never get on there. I got a Facebook account, never get on there. You know? I got a business account for Instagram and I got a regular account for Instagram. But I don't get on there. If I want to do business on there, I know how to do business on there. That's the whole purpose of having an account. If it ain't about no business, I ain't got no business being on there. It ain't about no women. It ain't about, trying to find some thot to talk to, because I'm lonely. I mean, it must be hard. See, if you do get a woman, you got to treat this woman like a commodity. She got to add value to your life, not just pantyhose, not just a bad bathroom and weave clogging up the drain in the bathroom. No. She got to provide some value to your life. She got to bring value. She got to prove her worth. She got to, just like any job that you get. When you get a job, you got to prove to your employer that you worth keeping around, that you bring more value to a company than you take. You take a whole lot of value out of the company, but you don't put shit into it but some fucking panties. Shit, I could go to the store and buy some panties. If I want some woman's drawers or around my house and things of this nature. If I want somebody to cook for me, I could cook for myself. Thank the Most High, my mother taught me how to cook, or how to learn to cook. If I didn't know how to make something, I live in the digital age. I can find out how to cook anything right here on YouTube. And I have cooked up some of the most amazing stuff you ever tasted. I cook up the perfect steaks. I cook up the perfect pot roast. All the good stuff. Anything barbecue chicken. No, I don't eat the swine, but I do eat anything that's biblically ordered. But I eat fish. But like I said, brothers, man. Boy, man. If you got an Instagram account, I hope that you doing something with it other than just looking at women's naked bodies. Because if that chick does not provide any value, if she doesn't bring any value to your life other than a pretty face and a fat butt, I mean, I'm just wondering, what is her purpose for being there? She takes value, she extracts value from your life, and you think that's okay? You think that your whole purpose for being here is to get a bunch of money just so you can give it away to women so that they can give you sex? That's prostitution, man. I mean, I don't know what you dudes thought that was. A lot of dudes think, oh, man, I ain't give her nothing on the first date. I took her out, I gave her a good time, I did this for her, I took her shopping, man. I took her shopping because, man, I'm gonna look out for mine. dudes are dumb as hell. Oh, so she yours now. There's some dude behind the computer spitting more game at you dudes than you understand. Probably some gay dude. There's some dudes behind the scenes spitting game to you because a man knows exactly what to say to you dudes to push the button. And you dudes think that it's a woman saying this shit to you. You thinking that you looking at her pictures and you reading the words. And you think that that's her talking. But no, that's that old pimp. You remember that old pimp from around the way? Yeah, him. That's him talking. He's the one who's doing that thing. He's the one who's telling you dudes what you gotta do to get the woman. And you dudes are so thirsty, your damn tongue is hanging out. And you willing to do anything for them draws. And that's when they get you right where they want you, man. It's hard out here, man. It is hard out here. You do what you have to do to get the right woman. When you get the woman, you need to get rid of the woman. And I don't mean literally. I mean like you need to be trying to get rid of her. See, because if a woman truly wants to be there, she gonna prove her value. She gonna prove her worth. She gonna prove that she brings more than just lip service to the table. She gonna prove that she's more than just a nice ass and a pretty face and a soft voice. You know? Gotta test the spirit. Anyway, on that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Get on the 5 steps and adopt the moral code.